Hello and welcome, bookworms. Welcome to this week's episode of The Contented Narrative. We are looking at No One Saw a Thing by Andrea Mara. And essentially, it's right here. Two children get on, only one gets off. And it's so interesting. So basically, you've got two little girls jump on the train ahead of her because she gets stuck. And she's like, oh my good God, I can't get anyone off. I think her name's Sean. 1 minute. Sieve. She's from Ireland, so I probably said that name completely wrong, and I do apologise if I can't pronounce the name right. But yeah, so she has her two children get on this train, and then she gets stopped and she can't get onto the underground, and then she's like, oh shit. So then she says, get off at the next stop, I'll go there. And she goes to the next stop and there's one child and they're trying to figure out what happened to the other child. So the story itself is sort of set primarily over the period of a couple of days. And you're finding out why the child was taken and everything. But you also get a lot of sort of background, because the only reason she was in London was for her husband's reunion with his friends. And you sort of start seeing sort of cracks appearing with the friendship and stuff that's been going for years. So you sort of sat there going, okay, cool. But it was really interesting and it did keep me on the edge of my seat. And I will say, so it's you are thinking and you're going, right, okay, what's happening here? What's going on? And you're literally just oh, cool. This is what's happening essentially. And as you're going along, you're oh, that's not what's happening. So this is what's happening. All right, cool. Let's carry on. And then when it actually comes out with what had actually happened and how it happened, you're holy moly, what is going on here? I can't, do you know what I mean? So I thoroughly enjoyed it. And it is a bit of a whodunit, but you don't have to try and figure out whodunit. So that's one thing that I will say. Is sometimes when there's a whodunit, I'm very much I think it's this person. Me and Michael just recently watched Under Salt Marsh and we were trying to figure out who did it. And I was like, oh, I think it's so-and-so because of this. And I'm not going to spoil it for you, so don't worry. And then I was correct. And I like my brain does try to figure things out and go, oh, right, cool. It's And so I was desperately being who did it? Who, why are we, who's going on? And it to be fair, it had me stumped for the majority of the book. And then it was little things and I was like, oh, okay, what about this? Okay, what about this? And it really started to resonate and I really started to go, all right, cool. But still, when it was revealed at the end, why it had happened, who it had happened to, what had happened, when everything was revealed and you've got these finality of these characters, you're like, huh, that's satisfying. And you see sort of a few years down the line and you're do you know what? Everyone got exactly what they deserved. So I would say give this one a go. Consume it in whichever way you want. But let me know below in the comments if you are one of those people that tries to figure out who did it before everybody else, or if you're one of those people that just lets it slide and you're not too bothered. But either way, let me know. And thank you so much for your continued support. And remember to always keep it contento.